It's compelling, it's cutthroat, it's chaotic, it's clever, it's controversy and chaos, baby.
Hey everybody, welcome to Controversy and Chaos, Chaos and Controversy, whatever you want to call it. I'm Chaos.
You really chaos or yes?
I mean,
Both of y'all are controversial.
that's true. But I feel like in this situation, I'm the and. You know what I mean?
I'm just honest.
Actually, you're as well as. You would be as well as.
It's controversial. It's just what people should be saying.
It gets the people going.
Truly. I feel like it's just what people want to say. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
And if you're mad about it, then you just mad
Well,
about
I
it.
don't think I'm chaotic.
You a lying ass Leo.
But I'm Michelle. I am the co-host of this podcast. And I'm Leo. And this is...
Who am I? Introduce me.
No, you introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. My name is Sierra. I'm an Aries. I'm really just that girl. I don't even know how to describe myself. I'm like a Jane of all trades. I'm very serious but unserious. What?
Your opportunity is passed.
What are we supposed to say?
Okay. People know who I am. They know my back.
Anyway. But yeah, I feel like...
Why are you looking at my back again?
Y'all know that ASMR girl?
Yeah.
That should be putting the slime on there?
All right, we have to stay focused.
All right, sorry.
It's getting chaotic too early.
There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of ADHD running around rampant in this group, so just stay with us. Stay on track. If we get off track, just follow it, and we'll come back.
It's chaotic. It's controversial.
And okay, after Teray, go ahead and do your little spiel.
Well, I'm Teray. I'm the... I don't know. I feel like I'm the in-between.
No, I'm the in-between.
Okay, Switzerland. True, you are. You like to play neutral. I pick a side. I'm a Cancer.
I pick a side.
I do.
Switzerland.
She did.
She's very like...
I mean, that's better than her calling me, what should be calling me? Not Captain Save-A-Ho.
No, that's
Miss Benefit of the Doubt. Yeah. Rescue Eve. Yeah.
Love to put their capes on.
You do. You put their cape on.
I don't.
I like to play Miss Devil's Advocate because I like to stir the pot.
No, I'm not putting no cape on.
I hate when people play Devil's Advocate because there is a right and a wrong way. Like, there's a lot of gray area. Things, they be black and white.
All right, Michael Jackson. So
I am the friend that just like, you fuck with my friend, now I'm gonna fuck with you.
She fucked about me.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. So I'm a Cancer, Aries, and the Aries definitely, you start with me, I'm gonna burn the house down. So
you know your big three, see?
Just last
yeah. Mine is very chaotic. You want to know?
Is there? I feel like there's Capricorn.
No.
Ew, weird.
That makes sense.
We would not get along.
Capricorn is calm. There's nothing.
I'm in Aries, Scorpio, Libra.
Not a Libra. Well, I hate them.
Me too, but I have Libra in my chart too.
I don't know.
We're not supposed to be friends, but I know you're not a Capricorn because Cancers and Capricorns are direct opposites of each other. So I either like you or I hate you. Yeah. And I don't know a Capricorn that I really like. Never met one.
Oh, wow.
Well, so, yeah. Welcome to our first episode.
I don't think it's a safe place to tell y'all that I am Leo's sun, Scorpio moon, Libra rising. Actually, if you think about it, it makes sense. Me being a Scorpio moon makes sense.
Yeah.
Me being a Libra rising.
That's a little sketchy, but
no, because
I feel like it does. I feel like it does.
I think it's fitting.
Makes sense.
Because everybody is a Libra, you know. I feel like they are more like Leos than they like to admit, but they are they're very shadow. Like they like to sit in the shadows.
I mean, they do be tipping the scale.
Libras.
I don't lie though. I know people lie because they're scared. I ain't scared.
Or we just lie for fun. Y'all don't ever lie for fun.
To me.
What?
You never just like,
it's like
okay, No, for example, I was at the store. Yeah, no, I was at the store the other day, and it was like me and my kid or whatever. We're just perusing, having a good time, and someone's like, "Oh my God, is this your kid? Is your niece? Whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, she's mine. I actually have 4 more at home." So it's a lie, but it's just like,
Why would you lie?
because why are you coming up? Yeah, because why are you coming up here talking about you don't look like you have kids? I understand it's supposed to be a compliment, but you see me with this kid and that looks like me. So why are you like? I don't know.
The
I
way
don't
I would
know.
not lie about kids.
I mean,
Scared in my car.
you never know. I might one day.
I'm not testing Jesus in that kind of way. I don't like it.
I just don't feel like I'm gonna lie about it.
Oh, let me cover myself.
So this is the perfect time to tell you guys why we started this podcast.
Because we have a lot to say.
Yeah, take it away too.
I feel like we have a lot to say. We have 3 different perspectives. We've been friends for a decade between the 3 of us. So what you think you're gonna get is 3 people that are always going to constantly agree with each other. That's not.
I'm sorry to interrupt. It's been that long.
Well, with me and you, I think it's been 9 years. And that means Trey's over 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We sound like old bitches.
I mean, we are, I guess, the aunties, the new ones.
Yeah.
Not the ones that make the,
Baby, I can't make no potato salad.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I can make macaroni salad. I got the elbows though. Of the fingers, I can make yams. I can make macaroni salad.
You and your sofritos. Sit your ass down.
I can make my chicken sofritos. Y habichuelas, y arroz.
All right. Back to the...
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I feel like we've grown a lot through the past 10 years, different experiences in life, just kind of shape the way that we operate now. We're all mothers now, but if you think this is going to be a mother podcast,
absolutely not.
Exit left, because that is not what this is going to be. I promise you, we might give a little sprinkle, a little motherly advice in there. We might talk about our children, but I am team FTK. If you know, you know. And yeah.
This ain't that. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to get up here and talk about my kids all day. Like, why I keep saying kids, kid one.
Manifestation.
But yeah, no, this is not, you want to join a mothering podcast, go get one of them Facebook groups.
And I have Rex, so DM me. I can't wait. I really hope the camera doesn't mind those.
Did you have what?
I have Rex.
You tried to wink?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway.
Interesting.
There's a lot of rich bitches that don't know.
I don't know how to wink.
What? What is wrong with y'all?
Girl, what's it?
Right.
Gore.
Not winking.
I'm glad that we decided to start this podcast because I feel like people have their own perceptions of who we are. And not that you're going to figure out who we are from this podcast, but we do plan to have some very intimate conversations with people who choose to subscribe and to join our
community. Everybody loves community.
Of chaos.
Yes.
Chaotic community. And we hope that you learn something from it. We hope that you cry and laugh and grow with us. And this is an open space for chaos.
Yeah.
And controversy.
And I don't know why, but when people think about something being chaotic, they think toxic. And that's not the case. Yeah.
It's not it.
It's not it. It's just, it's not one thing. We are not a monolith. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very multi-hyphenated.
Yeah. I guess it would be called what? Bougetto, maybe? What we used to say? Sophistiratchet. Yeah.
Like Kool-Aid in a wine glass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or like what I used to make, peach parmesan with McDonald's sweet tea.
Oh my God. I seen peach ball in the liquor store yesterday, and that shit was $5. I said,
$5. It was more expensive back then.
It was a small bottle.
No, we were just broke.
Oh.
Yeah. We've elevated.
Yes, Montebello in the Montebello iced tea bottles, the plastic one. Anything that comes in plastic, you are really asking for whatever you wake up with the next morning, whether that be a baby, a stranger next to you, a headache, a hangover.
Or like waking up next to the toilet after I drink Burnett's.
And you got what you deserve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went on a job interview that same day. Listen.
Maybe I should keep my chaotic stories to myself.
What?
So one night, me and Sierra used to live together.
At some point, we all
live in the same apartment.
We all live with Sierra.
Staggered.
Yeah.
And I went out to the club. Paparazzi. No, it wasn't paparazzi. It was Euphoria.
Yeah, I was gonna say paparazzi was before your time.
Mm-hmm.
I went to paparazzi.
You did?
Did
yes, I was still in the area where we were wearing cardigans and leggings.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. We were like business casual.
Yeah.
No, I was. So there was the business casual age, and then there was like when they faded it into like, okay, y'all wearing bodysuits and leggings with these cardigans. That's what's happening here. And then that's when people started dressing up. So I was like right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my first time at Euphoria, and of course, at that we knew people, right? I think Flo was DJing. I don't know. He handed me a bottle. It was Terrence. He handed me a bottle.
Sounds about right.
Of Moet.
Yeah.
We in Gym Pop. We not even in VIP. He came down to the floor. He gave me a bottle, and I was with the girls, the Bronxies, and next thing I know, I was pregnant. Just kidding. But I was so drunk. I drank that whole bottle of Moet.
Your stomach was probably...
And we probably didn't eat. I remember what I had on. I had on a long black tube dress because I was in my no stomach era. And I had some black tie-up knee-high boots. No, they weren't knee-high. They were thigh-high. But they only touched my knee because my thigh is too big. And I had a bust down. The bust down wig.
Bust down.
Leather jacket. And I remember this because I woke up with all of it in Sierra's bed. So whoever carried me up the stairs.
First of all, how did you get to me? I was not there.
Whoever brought me upstairs, I'm not name dropping. I know who brought me upstairs. That person must have said like, "Yo, well, it was two people because I know one person was not able to carry me upstairs because I was messing drunk. I remember being in the back seat like this.
Your usual.
But they must have said, "Where's your room?" And I was like, I probably did.
The apartment was about 2 centimeters big.
Exactly.
So
you walk out of your bedroom, you in the kitchen, living room, dining room, in the bed at the same time. But I don't know. I was put into the wrong room, and it was like, and left me for dead. I woke up the next morning, texting everybody like, "Hello, who put me in here? And why am I wet?"
Like Sierra's room was always messy, so
yes,
I know you stumbled trying to get over all that stuff to get on her bed.
I had so much stuff in that little ass room.
I wasn't even thinking about that. You know what I was concerned about? The stuff that was like on my dress. I was sniffing it to make sure it wasn't pink.
Oh,
so I don't know. There was a bottle of water.
Not your pissy ass in my bed.
No, it was water because I was trying to drink it and it was all over me. Great night.
Michelle, you've had plenty of those nights, but I digress.
Are we going there?
No.
We can go there.
What, Ozios?
Oh my God. I would never forget that night is like ingrained in my memory.
Do we have a time or no?
I mean, we always have a time, but I could have done without it.
That was my favorite weekend. You know why? I started the weekend with a short haircut and I left the weekend with a wig on.
And you took your wig off in the club, but
I did.
I will go on Snapchat right now and find the video.
Why would I probably lifted it to give it air.
You talking about that burgundy one that you was pulling back like this?
That's crazy. You know,
that was in the banana back.
I can't even. I don't even know what to say.
Like you can't defend that one.
No, because it's very on
there's
brand.
photo evidence.
Yeah,
it's quite on brand.
Wow.
So, Ray, you've had chaotic nights.
Of course. I mean, I've slept next to a toilet, so.
When is that?
In my dorm room. So I was.
I wasn't there for that. I was looking for something that I was there for. In your dorm room.
Yes, I mean, I went to my wedding and I broke my leg.
You was there for that.
I mean, yes, Michelle was there for that. Yeah. I feel like I have had my moment. I don't know if you've been there.
No, because
I feel like
when I get fucked up, I be fucked.
But I feel like I haven't had too many super chaotic nights after. Not to the point where, like, listen, Grey Goose, after freshman year, I could not touch a Grey Goose bottle. I think I done died and came back to life after that night.
I mean, I can go and rattle off. I've thrown up at gas stations, on the side of the road.
I've thrown up out, hanging my head out the window, looking like Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
It's the fact that when you get drunk,
To me,
like when I get drunk, I am a clown. And I be like,
you go to sleep.
Yeah, I be sleeping. I'm a clown. When
Yeah.
you get drunk, you really get sick. Like,
me, yeah, my stomach can't take that. I cannot.
Me, when I get drunk, I just want to dance. Or remember that night we were at Matt's apartment, and I forgot who that girl was, but I was so drunk, and this is when I used to drink Jose Cuervo, and I was like, "She say excuse me." I'm either I'm either very happy or it's she can't say excuse me. It was the gold one.
Yeah, the gold one.
$20, and I used to drink the whole bottle. And I was like, I used to be like, Sierra, my tongue is numb.
Yo,
like,
yes.
Yes.
Okay, somebody said that they
violence happening,
and I thought that they were joking.
No,
tongue get numb when you're drinking.
When that's how I know
that Jose Cuervo. Yeah, it do make your tongue tingle a little bit. Like it feels like my tongue is swollen. And I got a lisp, sound like keys.
Yeah. But once I get to that point, it's either violence will start.
You roundhouse kicked the guy that night. You remember that?
In that apartment. Yeah. Because he was flicking that kitchen light on. He was
that was. She said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he had to go.
Feet off the ground while you're drunk.
I mean,
he was purposely being annoying. So whatever.
That was.
Oh, and then that guy when we was about to beat him up when Matt dropped me back off to my dorm.
Oh, when I was in the front seat and I turned to so
don't open that liquor in the car. And he opens it and tries to drink out of the bottle in the car. One, because it didn't have a top on it.
Yes.
So she was just like, don't try to drink it and don't spill it in Matt's car.
Yeah.
And then he opened it, her door open, so my door open, and now we just on square.
Well, before that, you're forgetting a whole point. First of all, he was so annoying that night.
Yeah.
And he lived on campus, and we had to take Teray back to campus, and somehow he found out we were going there, and Matt's being all
left him.
Oh yeah, his friends left him. I was like, man, all right, cool. We'll just give you a ride. And I'm looking at him like, why are you giving him a ride? So I'm in the front seat, Matt's driving, Teray's back there, whatever. And he just keeps being annoying, telling us to turn the music up, all this stuff. Like, mind you, we're all like drunk. Like, the night's over, bro. Like, the night's done. No.
So now he's pushing it.
Exactly. Like, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
So he keeps opening the bottle, and I'm like, I promise you, if you open that bottle one more time, I'm going to take the seatbelt off. He opens the bottle. Before Mac even pull over, I take the seatbelt off. I turn around. I start knocking him in his head. By the next thing I know, Teray door open. My door open. Now we jumping the boy or something.
Yeah.
Because why are you being disrespectful like that? Nobody had to give you a ride home, and we're underage. Shouldn't be doing this in the first place. So can we at least be safe on the road?
Yeah. So once we pulled at that back alley of my dorm, it was time to hop out, and it was like, now we're gonna keep doing this. Yeah. True.
Yeah. And no, I'm on the side of justice.
Listen,
it was served that night.
I'm on the side of don't start none, won't be none.
Mm-hmm. And the side of knucking and bucking.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And we ready to fight.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we think about it more now. Obviously, we're grown women, but at the end of the day,
I don't want a record. Willing to have one if the opportunity presents itself.
It has.
And
it should have.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
As a community, I just feel like they're not ready to know that I'm also really controversial.
I mean, I don't know what image you trying to uphold.
You gotta pack that shit. You can't give it to him girl like that. You gotta wait that shit.
Bring that shit back. Yeah. Speaking of bringing it back, Michelle, get back to the agenda because we just went all over the place.
Okay. So, topic of today is thyroid, please. The mother and dad which immediately after. So we told you guys that we are all moms, and that is not the most important thing. I mean, motherhood is important. We love being moms.
Yeah.
But that's not the biggest thing about us. Like Teray said, we are all multifaceted. So starting with Teray, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
I mean, on July 12th, 1993, Jesus blessed the world with the baddest of them all when I was born. So, yeah, I feel like when it comes to being a mom, I was I've only been a mom for a shorter part of my life than I've been myself. So I don't walk into any kind of space and introduce myself first. Like, oh, I'm Harper's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. It really bothers me when people present themselves and it's like that's all that they have. No, I'm a great mom. I take care of my child. But when I walk into a space, I'm not operating from a sense of, oh, I'm her mother. Okay, great. I feel like as women, or in general, like nobody expects men to be like, oh, I'm a dad. You would look at a man like, what? That's what you led with? Next. Get out of here. So I just feel like as women, as mothers, no, I'm a bad bitch first. Number one, I'm a good mom immediately after that because motherhood is just a part of overall who I am. So I don't lead with like, oh, this is what I do for work first.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't deal with that. It's just like, this is who I am. This is my personality. These are just small aspects that make up the whole. So I just feel like that's how I operate with it.
Yeah.
And I feel like even for the podcast, it's just like, duh, this is who I am. I don't want to talk about being a mom. I be with my kid every day. Sometimes I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel bad for people who that's all that they have to talk about. Like they're so engulfed in parenthood. And I don't want to say that that's a bad thing, but I think it becomes an issue when you don't even know who you are anymore. I feel like I went through, I mean, you guys know, like I had postpartum depression for like 2 years. So I feel like once I finally was able to pull myself out of that, I'm never going back there. I never want to be like, oh, well, this is all that my life has been reduced to. No, we gotta, I'm doing some other things. Now, if you want to like talk shit, let's talk about that. Because that's what I do great. Like, like we want to talk about that. Like, let's go get drinks. I'm not talking about my kid. I mean, unless I just need to like blow off steam. Like, okay, but this is gonna be a small blurb. Yeah, this will be a small blurb, and then after that, you would never even know. I mean, the girl who called me in the bathroom. How many kids you got? You would never know that I have children. You would know.
That was crazy.
No, girl, you would never know. And that's just kind of sometimes how I like to keep it. You see me with my kids, I'm somebody's mom, yes, but I'm always a bad bitch first.
Yeah.
Always.
Definitely fell asleep.
Hold on, I gotta read this. Okay, Marvin.
So I'm the new mother on the couch. Ooh, pink toes.
Wait, is that the same color?
Why?
Oh, close.
I hope the camera can see this nasty. Like,
no. But yeah, so I'm the new mom on the couch, I guess. And I just feel like all of the things Teray said, but also I feel like a lot of times people put so much like into, not people, women put so much into motherhood and then they forget themselves and then they become miserable. And then your kid is going to college and you're just sitting there. You don't know yourself. You don't know your spouse. You don't know anything other than your kid and whatever's going on in their lives. But more importantly for me, I just feel like I want to raise my daughter to like be confident, be self-assured, self-aware, emotionally intelligent, all of the things. And I feel like if I'm not tapped in with myself and living within my bad bitchness, how am I supposed to exude that to her? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
I mean, I was born this way, so it's really hard to shape it because I'm other. No, but I definitely mirror like your sentiment. I feel like I can't teach her anything that I am not going to do myself. And to me, being a bad bitch means that I'm chasing my dreams and I'm doing what they said that I can't do. I am all about maybe this didn't work for you, or maybe this seems impossible for you, but I'm gonna still go get it. And even if I only touch the hem of whatever it is, I know that I've tried. And I just want her to know that she can do anything, especially because, you know, the things that you'll learn on whatever episode we decide to actually talk about our children. But you'll learn about my daughter. I definitely feel like I had to put boots to the ground and like show her that anything is possible. And there's also that feeling of sometimes I think I'm like trying to overcompensate because I'm a single mom. I feel like I gotta do it. I gotta kill it. I gotta wake up and put my best foot forward. Because I feel like the odds are already stacked against me, and that might be something that I have to work on. But yeah, I've always been exactly who I am, and I have to continue that. And luckily, I was born where I do. So
yeah,
being a mom is just it's not a small part of it, but it's another layer. It's another layer.
it's not your whole identity.
Exactly. And like you said, I don't want her to go off to college and then I'm just lost in the sauce. Like, and I want my I want my child to have a mom she's proud of. And I feel like our children will have a mother they're proud of. We have a lot going on. We don't have one title. And, you know,
yeah.
we realize that.
And is.
They don't get better than us.
And don't.
We are better than 2-year-olds.
Yeah.
With batteries.
All right, wrap it up. You making my wig itch.
I told you my comb is sticking me.
Too far.
Well, speaking of being a monolith, people like putting, I guess, restrictions on who you are. Let's talk a little bit about Kiki Palmer. I was with space. So, as you guys know, this past week, did it happen this week? Yeah, this past week.
I mean, I feel like it's been going on for.
It's been going on for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it all started. Well, we don't know where. We don't know where.
This is beyond me.
But dumbass Darius decided to show his ass again. Because one thing about it, once you shenan once, you gonna shenan again. And we were exposed to the truth that is she has been being abused for some time now. And I think most of us already kind of knew from the news that came out pertaining to the Usher concert and just how he carried it. I feel like having baby daddy is ghetto. And I feel like he really just proved that, saying that she can only be.
Okay, I'll be honest, right?
Oh.
I just feel like before all this came out, right, when it was just the Usher situation, I kind of was trying to see both sides. I felt like in that moment, I feel like now that we know all this stuff, that's out the window. But back then, I felt like instead of saying, oh, you got up there and conducted yourself in a way that I felt like as my woman, I wouldn't appreciate. He just pointed out her outfit, which had nothing to do with nothing because you could wear what she was wearing anywhere. She wasn't wearing anything.
Nothing crazy.
She wasn't wearing anything crazy. So I felt like to me, it was like, okay, he just doesn't know how to properly communicate what actually upset him. And after I saw them together on that live and all that stuff, I'm like, all right, they together regardless. They have a kid together. It's really not that deep. So I never really entered that group chat at that moment. But now, as we saw everything come out, I'm like, oh no, he just got a little dick energy for real.
Y'all would say he got a little man syndrome.
Yeah. What he does have though is I'm living in everyone's shadow and I don't have an identity of my own. Your bum ass brother and your bad bitch girlfriend. Yeah. You're just in the shadows.
Yeah, because I had no clue who this man was.
I mean, we barely know Sharonis. Let's be serious. I just learned how to say the man's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah.
I just know him as Drill.
Yeah.
I just think about Scuba's house. That's what it is. Okay. I am so unserious. But I will say I look back at the video because I was like, maybe I'm missing something from the video at the concert. I'm like, I think she acted well. She acted better than I would have. Listen, had we had seats a little bit lower,
I was going up
there
there.
would have been underwear on the stage. Truly. Did I have it on?
Didn't.
I don't think so.
So
no.
Something would have been missing.
And I wasn't throwing Spanx. So.
And I didn't have that on either. You know why? My outfit was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had that dress on.
So yeah, I think that it definitely was. He was getting a big head and he was trying to be controlling. And when people were talking about it on social media, I feel like a lot of people were like pushing back and saying like, "Oh, you're being dramatic. That's not abuse." And as we've seen this week in news, abuse looks so many different ways. And for it to come out that he was in fact being physically abusive this whole time, not only to her but to her child, and verbally abusive in many ways to her mother, it's just like, yeah, when the red flags are there, you kind of gotta follow them. You gotta run.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also feel like with the situation, I hate that people perpetrate it as, oh, if all of this was actually going on at home, why would she go to Usher's show
What kind
and
of
act the way that she did? I just feel like that's just the most barbaric way, because it can be kind of looked at one of two things. Sometimes people do things as like, I want you guys to see what is going to happen after this. As like, okay, this is my call for help. I'm not saying that's what she tried to do, but sometimes it's just like, I need for other people to see in person how you really are. So if this is going to, because it's going to make news, it's going to make headlines. So in his just response from it was just like, okay, it kind of made me look like a side eye, like, why are you so upset? And he went on for days about it. It wasn't just like he sent that one tweet, he went on for days about this. So it's just like, that could
talking about a traditional family, like y'all are not even married.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that could have just been, it could have been taken as, oh, maybe she's just trying to like, look, this is how he's going to act. I know he's going to react this way, and I'm trying to exit this situation. We don't know. So this is just my speculation. But also, nothing was wrong with her outfit. If you've been following Keke Palmer through her entire career since like Aquila and the B days, her overall vibe, look, and aesthetic has been different. And I'm here for it. It is very adult, especially once she had her son.
Yeah.
It's just like embracing your new body. The, look, she looks more adult. Whoever is styling her is doing a top tier job. And it's gradual. Like, so her outfit she looked appropriate for
it's always tasteful. Yeah.
She looked amazing. So I'm just like, why are you upset? So I'm like, I feel like as her star has been rising more now, especially with having a baby, going back into your industry where you have to be in the forefront, you have to be visible, you have to move around, do interviews, go on all of these different places. I feel like for certain people in abusive situations or just situations in general, when you're constantly giving a person all of your time, your focus, your energy, your effort, once you take that away from them, then they don't know how to handle it. So to me, the whole thing just looks like that's kind of what it is. Like, you have a new baby, obviously all of my time and attention is going to my child. I'm a new mother. Or if I have to leave because I have to work, I'm taking my baby with me. So again, you're not getting that time and attention because I'm not here and you're not the focal point. So some men really just don't know how to handle that. It's never an excuse to physically, verbally, emotionally abuse anybody. But it's just like, come on, you need to do the work yourself, get some help. But then, I mean, if it's true about his brother.
Yeah. And y'all seen that the mom has had an ongoing restraining order from him too for years.
Yeah.
So this is just but
it also goes to show you, to me, like, replaying the whole situation, it just makes me feel like he thought that because she was now having a child, or they were having a child together, that he has some type of ownership over her. Like, I control you, or I should have say in what you do, what you do. And I think that there is being in a relationship and having respect for your partner, and then there is you are just being controlled.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that, like, I really don't think that there was anything wrong with what she was wearing, and I think that she should be able to be comfortable in her body. She should be able to dress the way that she dresses, and feel confident in her new body. And I think that he should be more supportive of it. Like, you would want a partner to be like, yeah, like, you look good, go out and stretch your stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like more importantly, he's not okay with him. Like, you're trying to be a star, an actor, whatever you're trying to do.
He acts.
Right.
A fool.
I ask, but you're not successful in your lane. So I feel like that goes into the whole, your partner could be jealous of you, like, because her star shines the way that it does. you know, and then of course, oh, well, you're a kid star. No, it has nothing to do with that because she could have been died out a long time ago, like the rest of them. So
he was trying to pull that card.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, y'all freeloading for her.
She sold your soul. How you? No, it's not even giving all that. But I feel like if he had more going on for himself, like, of course, if you're an abuser, you're an abuser. But I feel like the way it would have came about or shined through would have been in a different manner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so to that point, a lot of people were sharing the video of Steve Harvey like begging her to date somebody who had a little money in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that money is everything, but I definitely think that I understand him in a way when he says that she needs to be with somebody who is on her level.
Right.
And that doesn't mean that he has to be a millionaire, but to me, I really do think that women need to date people who have something going on for themselves. Like, if I'm a superstar model, I don't need to be a superstar model, but I definitely need to date somebody who understands the demands in my life and who just is who's not trying to change that, who's not trying to like change my everyday schedule, not not trying to get me pregnant tomorrow. Like, there's just so many things, and I think that Steve like foresaw, is that the word? I think he could foresee that.
Yeah.
You're going to be with somebody who just doesn't understand the life and wants you to settle down and do all of these things that are not like written into the plan that you have for your own life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think outside of celebrity, I think that just goes for regular everyday. Like, if you are accustomed to taking care of yourself, living a certain way, traveling a certain way. Like, when they say you can't travel with everybody, you can't go to restaurants with everybody, you really can't. You can't just date anybody. If you have things established a certain way, it's not about, oh, you have to make the exact same money as I do. Because I think about things very realistically. There's only a small percentage of the population that makes six figures. So when people are like,
despite what people
think,
right,
you could have all these kinds of advanced degrees and everything. There's a small percentage of the population that actually does that actually has achieved making six figures. So I'm not saying that, oh, you kind of just have to let that be the only thing, but sometimes you got to be within your lane. Person might not have the finances per se, but if you are the kind of person that knows that bothers you, then why would you settle for somebody that does not have the kind of finances that you're looking for? Now, I'm not saying go out and just purposely try to find a millionaire. Like, if somebody makes $80,000 a year, that's a good amount of money. Don't be like, oh, well, it's not 100 or it's not 120.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I need you to kind of be on the same playing field to where it's like, you don't want your significant other, to feel emasculated. I don't want to single nobody out. Like, I don't know the term for women. Like, if it's like emasculate, but you know the feeling. Just like you're less than because of whatever it may be.
But I feel like even with I believe that a man can make less than a woman, but in return, I feel like for me personally, the ambition also has to be there. If you don't see beyond what you're making right now or where you're at right now, I can't see nothing with you. Like, there has to be more to life than just, okay, yeah, I make $80,000 and I'm cool with this for the rest of my life. How about can we take a little percentage of this 80,000, invest in something so that we both can build and grow together financially and within your family if that's who you're choosing to build with. I don't feel like women should come to the table looking for someone that's making all this money, especially at our age. At our age, number one, in today's society, like, we're all in the same boat. So you can't expect that from a man, but you should be expecting him to have ambition and some sort of drive to go further and beyond where both of you guys are at in the first place.
Yeah, I think black women have definitely, and I say black women because I feel like no other race is questioning about what their standards are. I think we've been tricked into being humble and like
for sure.
Yeah, he makes $30,000, but he's a real good. Okay, if he's been at $30,000 for 5 years, how good is he? Where's the ambition? Where's the right to want more? If you have a job where you're making more, is his expectations still going to be the same? If you start wanting more, how does he meet you you know,
Yeah.
how does he meet you halfway? And so I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of being like, okay, as a single friend, I'm guilty of just feeling like, let me just give people a try. But it never works out because there are things that I want for my life. There are things that I desire. And certain people's lifestyles just don't match up. And it's not that I have this glamorous lifestyle, but I'm always wanting more. Not because I am greedy and I want all of this money, but it's more about like I'm passionate about things. I know that there's a life out there that's waiting to be lived. There's things that I've never seen, and if you are not on that page, what do you really have to talk about?
Yeah, there's always, I don't care who you are, even Beyonce and Jay-Z, to them, there's always still more to life, and not even financial, like finances. Like, it could be anything. Like, all right, this year I painted my garage. Next year I want to, I don't know, landscape my whole house. Like, something. There has to be something more that's waking you up every day other than I'm going to go to work and live a basic life. I just cannot do anything mediocre.
Yeah, and for me, this also goes back to mommy. I can't put no raggedy Joe Schmo on my baby.
Oh, for sure.
Because
No.
there's gonna be a day
Or
where
us.
she starts to date, and
Mm.
what kind of example have I, set for her? It's okay for her to bring Joe Schmo around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like I used to go out, I used to crash my parents' dates all the time. I still do. If they gonna pay, I'm going.
Crashing a date is free.
Whatever.
Like,
they never said no, so
This
whatever.
is when they were still dating, or like
they've been married her whole life. Well, not
like 25 years.
Yeah.
As like a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all watching movies? Oh, I'm trying to go see that too. Like, I'm just coming.
That's not. Don't say it, shut up.
Well, I mean, like, so, like, y'all know I love to eat. I love a good restaurant. That's like top 10, not even top 10, like top 3 of my favorite things to do.
So they said, jump on the outside.
Listen, but I'm just like, so I would go out with my parents, and I think I got this from going out with my parents. Like, if we're going to Ruth Chris, this is like an everyday. For me, I feel like this is an everyday occurrence. This is not like a special occasion. So even when I started dating, it's just like certain things. No, I don't want to go there because that's not what I'm accustomed to. I'm like, it's fine. I'll eat at Fridays. If we just go and have drinks, I've gone there to Friday plenty of times. All of that. It's not to say that, like this whole like, don't take me to Cheesecake Factory. I can't do that. I have eaten at those places, but I just have like a standard and a quality of how I like to live, how I like to eat. And I'm not changing that for nobody. If I have to go and really be like, I'm not that girl. Like, I always have my own money. I can order anything off of this menu. I can have the appetizer, the salad, a soup, an entree, and a dessert, and I can pay for it just fine. I'm not going to bat an eyelash. I'm not going out to any kind of date or a dinner and just be like, oh no, I'll just have a salad.
And I'm not.
That's
going
not
out
me.
with nobody who's going to ask what the numbers on the other side of the menu.
Yikes.
It's baby.
Yeah,
but
just,
honestly,
like when it comes to how you present yourself and how you position yourself in life, those are the kind of things that matter. It may not be like, no, we're not eating steak and lobster every day, right? But if I want to go out and do this, you would have to have somebody that can match that. And it's not like not necessarily from a financial perspective. It's about
a lifestyle
and trying to make my lifestyle different. No. If you just don't fit that, that's completely fine. It's nothing about you as the person. This just does not work for me. And I think that women in general need to get a lot more clarity and be okay with turning things down.
Yeah.
And know why you're turning it down. And not just turning it down from, he's not an athlete, he's not a rapper. The things that Instagram has now conditioned a lot of young girls to feel like they should strive for it. Like, let's just be realistic.
Yeah. But I feel like with the whole date thing, for me, it's not even about price point. I want a vibe and an experience. Don't take me anywhere where there's a family and a bunch of kids running around.
Because I want conversation.
Yeah, I want the dim lights. Like, no. I just feel like that's just not the vibe. Like, I want you to curate an experience for me.
I sure don't want no grass wall.
Because my thing is, as a single person here,
we keep talking from our past lives.
Yeah. I feel like when I've taken or when it was my turn to like plan a date, I'm very creative. So like I expect that in return.
Yeah.
Like I took somebody to a baseball game, we went to a speakeasy, like I set up the whole vibe. Like that's what my expectation is in return. And like the last person I dealt with, people always say like you sedity, like you real sedity.
Sedity.
But me, I would be like, like, girl, shut the fuck up.
No, we're not.
It's okay to do that. But it's because, like, I love Chili's. You know, we go to Chili's.
Baby.
I'm going to give you a sizzling sampler. And they got the drinks for less than $10. But most of the time, when you see me out with my friends, we're not going to chain restaurants.
Yeah.
We're enjoying experiences. We're trying something new. So why would you think that I'm going to expect or I'm going to accept anything less than that?
Yeah.
I hate that like this turned into a Twitter topic thing, but like it's so real. I want women to stop thinking that they have to take anything. And even I've seen a lot of people who are like in relationships and they say, you know, when you're married, you start going out. It's like, yeah, but I have to get there first. I don't want somebody to just think that they can take the piece of it.
I see it as opposite. Like even when we were like 19 and not married, like Matt was taking me places. I'm like, at 19, how are we even going here? Like, I don't even know. But now it's just like
this is my boyfriend.
Exactly. So it's like now, if we have a free night, let's just go to the bar, get drinks and a quick meal. It's more so about spending time. Now, of course, we do like a nice restaurant here and there, but it's all about the vibes and the experience for me. Like Friday night, we went out and then we were gonna go home, but then I was like, oh, let's just stop this random place and get a drink. And it was great. Like it wasn't anything, but I think it's more so if you're intentionally dating, it's not always about the money. Right. So I just want the worlds to understand that. Like the money, I feel like will come. Like if a man is serious about you, he'll take care of what he needs to take care of. But at the same time, hold yourself accountable too. If you accept anything, you can't later on complain about what he's giving you.
Right. And we've seen what money does because this is kind of like shifting, but I was thinking about this whole Cassie situation recently and the way like people are bringing Carisha into it. And it's like the same thing is probably going on behind closed doors, but from one lens we see him being a trick and her being young and fun.
She not that young. Let's be for real.
30. But I'm saying like there's still an age difference, and people are like, oh, she's having fun. She got her older guy. She got her a rich nigga, and that's exactly what Cassie had.
Okay, so it's very different. Very different. She was a teenager.
I'm speaking about how people like big up situations and they don't always know. Like it's like, oh, this person has money, and it's like, yeah, they got money. But this person probably getting freaking hair bashed, and we don't know.
I don't think so. I feel like no shade. I love me some Carisha. However, I feel like when you're brought up a certain type of way and you view men a certain type of way, and like she even said, yeah, my mom always had men around doing for us. We had designer living in the hood, doing this, doing that. You're accustomed to a certain thing and you're okay with certain things. Like she hasn't said anything about the situation, but in my mind, not to be judgmental, I feel like her response would be like, well, he ain't doing it to me. That got nothing to do with me.
I mean, she's also openly said that she makes golden showers.
So she was lying.
I think that she said that was a lie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's what also makes me feel like you're okay with whatever it is, as long as you're getting what you want to get out of it. And I also feel like the situation is a little bit different because business-wise, they have what Carisha Please together, but Cassie had her whole teenagehood, adulthood, her whole career and everything wrapped up into him. You know what I mean? So I don't think, abuse or not, I feel like regardless if abuse wasn't involved, she still had a hard time walking away because one, you don't know anything else, and two, she probably felt like, well, I don't even have a career anymore because, he was, yeah.
I mean, the 35 pages also outlined that he was not living more.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like their situation is a little bit different from, like Sierra said, like him and Carisha. Their relationship seems just very transactional. Like, okay, you provide X, Y, and Z for me, and it's not that she doesn't have money,
But I think all
she don't
relationships are transactional. I hate when people say, like, oh, I hate transactional relationships. All
everything in life is transactional. Nothing comes for free.
Yeah.
Nothing. Whether you're single, you're dating, you're married, nothing is free. Mm-hmm. Whether that's for you cooking dinner. This is not for free. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not just sitting here being Susie fucking homemaker
for nothing. Yeah.
If you stop doing what you're supposed to do, if it's been 6 weeks and I'm like, we haven't gone out anywhere, there will not be dinner being made. Like, I'm going on strike.
No, for real.
You have not helped me with a chore.
You haven't helped me with a chore. You haven't done X, Y, and Z. Those are all transactions. This is not just
back. The dogs back.
This is not just free. Like, nothing. It may not be a monetary price thing,
right?
But I can put one. I'm gonna start creating an invoice. Like, okay, you had X, Y, and Z meals this week. This is how much that is going to cost you. Now, on certain weeks when you do what you're supposed to do, this relates to, okay, if Friday night is our date night, I'm expecting a date to be planned. Mm-hmm. What time do I need to be ready? Mm-hmm. And I don't want to have to think about it. It's not like, oh, hey, can we go to X, Y, and Z restaurant? No. Get on them TikTok streets and figure it.
That's why it's so interesting to me that people
really like use it. He be so behind, like, when I say things.
You can't talk to these men in TikTok language. They don't understand.
So
we get hit with soap.
Yeah, it's like yeah, but if I'm cooking and cleaning, no, we cannot.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think it's interesting that people think because people are dating, they can't have that same expectation. Like,
I feel like you need to have that expectation across the board, because even when you're married, don't ever stop courting me, babe.
Ever.
Listen,
because that'll be, you can be right on the D train.
Right.
The midnight train to Georgia.
I don't know.
Why we all get thirsty at the same time?
But y'all reinforce that.
I definitely am. I don't care. You can't tell me that I'm not. Never mind.
I mean, y'all reinforce the idea that it's not hopeless. Like, I can have exactly what I want.
I want to romanticize every aspect of my life.
Let's fly to Puerto Rico on Tuesday. We come back Wednesday.
Listen, y'all already know. If I had the funds to be able to just be like, I'm out of here, I would never.
You want to be a gypsy so bad. Oh, wait, is that derogatory?
I think so. Sorry.
Okay. What's another word?
A
nomad? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to be a nomad so bad.
Yes, I do. Like, I just want to pick up.
You want to be a nomad?
I want to pick up and go and do exactly what I want to do. I don't want to work. Like, in a perfect life, I just want to, I want to go to Greece tomorrow. That water looks mad nice. Books flight, and I'm there.
I want to have dinner in a different city. Like, I want us to be like, oh my God, let's go to Tennessee for some barbecue on Saturday. We come back on Sunday. Like,
yeah, like
those, yeah. People just rather make it hard. Loving them is like a battle.
Yeah, I don't know.
We both end up with scars.
No.
I don't know about that part.
But baby, I can't handle scars.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I already got stretch marks. I don't need nothing else.
I did end up with some scars.
Stretch marks. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I want more for the girls. Mm-hmm. But I want the girls to want more for themselves.
I do.
And let go of this Instagram facade that has been perpetrated. Or I don't know what it's been. I feel like the last 5 years, it's been like, y'all live in
everybody want to take their low exposures on my pigs.
And I hate it because I'm like, I just love this, and now everyone's doing it, so now I need to create another aesthetic. Like, y'all know I'm like an aesthetic girly.
Yeah.
You see my Instagram feed? That shit is perfection.
But also, it's in real life. I feel like I'm not willing to sacrifice, like, oh, I'm going to go out with this, I'm actually opposed to buy.
Oh, for sure.
In order to include this idea. Like, I want people to, my thing is, I want people to actually enjoy life. Just enjoy it. With the cameras off. Like,
and
you have to
even
put the cameras off.
Outside of relationships with men, women too. Women would be friends with women just because of the optics and the aesthetic. Like, you don't like that bitch.
That's a whole other topic for a whole different because that
like who are these niggas?
That could go for 2 hours.
For sure.
It's that kind of conversation.
Where's somebody long?
We'll table that for another day.
Yeah. I'll put that in the notes.
You're the worst secretary.
First of all, it may not be in the Word doc, but it's in that notebook.
Anybody reading that?
If I lose that notebook,
you lost all our important.
Take a picture of it and put it in the cloud.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I want more for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They have to
Yeah.
want more for themselves. And that's why I said we've been conditioned to just be like, oh, this is enough. The girls don't even correct somebody when they give them a side part and they ask for a middle part. Like nobody's
Girl.
correcting them. Nobody's asking for raises. Nobody is standing around these days. They let people get on medium sized dollars. Like there's just so many problems.
So yeah, if they talking about they standing on business, you ain't standing on shit.
I would not lie. This year, I have definitely stood on business. I have told niggas that they suck recently and that they're not giving enough. And I have gone for like what I want at work. And I'm proud of me. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I'm stood on business for the first time in my life. And you know, this is big because Teray always telling me that I need to be more forceful. I need to tell people that they are all the people. I'm working on it.
I do. Like, I just, because I feel like I look at you and I'm like, dang, there could be so much more. But you in that cape really put you in situations sometimes where I'm like, you know, you don't have no damn business over there.
Mm.
So, hey, let's snatch off the cape. Let's take these rose-colored glasses off and see shit exactly for what it is. And when people present,
You mean that flag?
when people show that, yeah, like when people who show you who they are, just believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you have no, you can walk away at any point in time. You guys, you're not really attached. You may be like emotionally attached, which that's its own separate set of walking away, but you really can up and leave at any given time.
Yeah.
So you know what you want. You know how you treat yourself. So why would you take less just for the hell of it?
It's definitely been that season.
Yeah,
it's that season.
I feel like you need that one time. It takes one time to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do it and realize, oh, I didn't fall into a million pieces, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, the people be saying take 30 days to build a habit.
Baby,
it's really that one time.
It's really that one time. It goes for any aspect in life. I feel like if you're leaving, I feel like if you're walking away from a friendship, if you're walking away from a relationship, if you're walking away from a job, it's all the same. The first time you have to do it, it is like the most gut-wrenching thing that you have to do. But once you realize, oh, I can do this, life does go on, the sun's gonna go down and the shit's gonna come up the next day, just like it did the day before. It's like, okay, cool. I can really do this. And then you won't stay in no business.
Per usual, this has been an amazing conversation. I feel like it feels crazy to invite people to our like FaceTime calls, but I think it'll be good. And I've enjoyed my time with you guys. So, yeah.
I know it's not often I get to see my two BFFs.
I know.
And it hasn't been that controversial and chaotic.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not yet. This is a little pad.
Just warming y'all up.
Yeah. We just honestly just shooting the shit, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, give y'all a glimpse. So if this is not for you, unsubscribe. And if it
no,
is,
wait, hold on. Still subscribe. Do not unsubscribe. Just listen on mute.
You know, I unsubscribe. If it's not for me, I'm not gonna lie. I unsubscribe to podcasts all the time because it's not my cup of tea. Like this is just
I just stopped listening.
I think that people should be more comfortable unsubscribing from things in general in life. If it's not for you, bye boo.
Yeah. See, my mind is so wired to think business wise. And I just feel like I'm gonna let you keep my little subscription just for the optics, but I really don't fuck with you like that. You know? So I'm not gonna give you my listening watch hours or minutes, but I'll give you the subscription just for the optics, you know?
There's two different types of people in this world.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm in the middle because it just be the effort of going in to click that button. I'll be like, child, I ain't got time.
I can't.
So I just like, okay, I just never listen to it again. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if this podcast is for you, come back next time. We have fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. You're a pal and a confidant.
Okay, excuse the golden girl. Anyway, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you guys. So we have set up an email address, and we would love for you guys to send us questions, topics you'd like to hear us discuss. Give us your take on things we've already discussed, and we will read them here for you on the pod. If you need advice about anything, because there's a lot of experience among us, we can help. So please make sure you guys email us at controversyandchaos. We're going to put it on the screen for those who cannot spell. controversyandchaos@gmail.com. Once again, that's controversyandchaos@gmail.com.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.